Hello strangers on the internet, welcome to video number 2 of this particular series, Carving This Pipe. This video is all about sandblasting. So, full disclosure, I work for Vaniman Manufacturing Company, and this is a Vaniman sandblaster. I'm really proud of this particular product. I think it's quite great. And while I'm still new to pipe making, I've been selling these blasters for years now. So if you've got any questions, let me know. For this video, I'm just gonna take you through how I sandblast this particular pipe. Now, I would be remiss not to give a shout out to Chris Plummer at Copperbeard Pipeworks. He is kind of the whole reason I got into pipe making in the first place. My interest actually stems from the sandblasting of pipes, and this is absolutely my favorite part of the process. Chris came up one day and paid us a little visit here at Vaniman to try and test out on one of his pipes how our sandblasters would function, and he really liked it, and I liked what it did, and he taught me all about how the wood works and how how these things get made, and I was hooked immediately. So Chris, if you're watching, thanks buddy. I appreciate everything so far, and hopefully we'll be working again on something in the near future. All right, I am taped up and ready to go. Now the process goes in phases, or layers, if you will. I've got 3 tanks on this sandblaster. I'm gonna start with 250 micron aluminum oxide. Then I'm gonna switch it down to 50 micron aluminum oxide. And lastly, we'll finish up and get really good detail with our 25 micron aluminum oxide. It gets real tiny, and it's really gonna pop these fibers. Now, olive wood, I know, behaves a little differently than briar. You notice how much softer it is when you're sandblasting. It's still tough to carve, but it's not as tough to sandblast. So when I do this, I'm gonna start at a lower pressure and work my way up and see what I get. Activate dust collector. Setting number 1 for the sandblaster. For 250 micron aluminum oxide, activate the sandblaster. All right, so I'm down to about 55 PSI on the blaster. Normally, sandblasting, you just want to crank it all the way up to 90. All I'm trying to do is reveal the grain. I don't necessarily want to use this big stuff to carve the canyons per se. I just want to get the shape of all these canyons going. Okay, I think I'm actually gonna turn my PSI up 10, up to 65. We'll see if that gets me going better. Yep, there's a noticeable difference. All right. All right, switching to my 50 micron aluminum oxide right now. And now I am gonna crank up my PSI pretty much all the way, up to 90 PSI. World of difference already. Look at this. This is 250 micron. This is 50 micron. Let's keep going. Wondering if I want to do another complete pass of the 50 micron. Well, I don't know. I do not know. I'm going to think about this for a sec. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. So what I've done already is, you saw me coming at this at a real strong angle to try and go with these, with the grain here. I'm actually gonna see if I can sort of penetrate and get these lines a little deeper with 50 micron before switching to 25 micron. So here we go. Starting down at the end of the shank, just in case I don't like what I see. I'm liking this. Just trying to deepen the grooves. Right there, gotta smooth that out. There we go. Oh yeah. Okay. This is turning out pretty great. Oh yeah. Look at what I'm getting. All right, here, yes. All right, the final phase, the lengthiest part of the process is with our teeny tiny 25 micron aluminum oxide. Well, here we are. I will be honest, I did not know how this was going to turn out. I have done briarwood before, but I'd never done an olive wood pipe. I did a little testing, but it was kind of uncertain. I had just had small blocks. I didn't know what it was going to do with an actual pipe shape. And look at this. I think this olive wood is just exceptionally beautiful. I did not know it was going to turn out this pretty. I was a little worried that it was just going to absolutely wreck it and make it look ugly, but I'm not gonna lie, I like how this turned out. I'm pretty pleased with it. This olive wood is just stunning. I just, look at these grains, these striations, these lines, and it held its shape pretty well. I was able to sort of slim down the shank because I am going to put a ring on it and I needed to make sure that it lines up nicely. I was able to carve with the larger media and make that happen, and then it kind of, it's not perfect, it's not as straight as, you know, just a simple file, but given that the wood is textured, it actually does not matter. Man, look at this olive wood. Look what it does with sandblasting. This is so pretty. I wish I was a better pipe maker because I think shape-wise I'm not too impressed with my own work, but I am very impressed with how this wood does with sandblasting. And so there you go. The next video, video number 3 in this series, I'm actually going to color this with dye. I'm going to, I have plans, but gosh, this wood turned out so nicely that those plans are now being reconsidered. But we'll see if I stick to my original plan, which is pretty special and pretty neat. And hopefully that third video is gonna be pretty interesting. I don't know if these 2 videos have been interesting so far. If you have, pointers, point me. Again, I'm pretty new to this, so it's a hobby. I'm taking it seriously. I'm trying to get better. Let me know how I can do better.